We are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and other social media platforms. Like, follow, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. I am your host, Cassie. My co host, Kim, she's still on the mend, but hopefully she'll join us by phone today. We're joined by a very, very special guest today, Miss Lakeisha LeGrand. Lakeisha LeGrand is a licensed insurance agent, life, health, property, and casualty, as well as a business owner in the city of Detroit. Today, Lakeisha is going to be talking insurance as well as her business. Lakeisha, thank you for joining us today. Thank you so much for joining us today.
No, Cassie, thank you for having me. I really, it's a pleasure to be here, a joy to be in your presence.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, today I want to start off with talking Medicare because October is what?
Medicare. Today is the first day of Medicare annual enrollment period.
Okay. And for people that don't know, what is that?
Well, Medicare is for people who are 65 years of age or older,
Okay.
or someone who may have been considered legally disabled for at least 2 years.
Okay. So anybody can get Medicare if they have been disabled for more than 2 years, basically.
Correct.
Okay.
As well as, reaching the age of 65. So today was the first day of open annual enrollment.
And what is open enrollment?
Well, annual enrollment period is the time where the people can switch their plans if they want, to be able to review their plans, to decide if they want to move on to something different.
Okay.
It starts today, October the 15th.
And it goes to
December the 7th.
Okay.
So they have some time, but I do recommend that don't wait to the last minute.
Okay.
Every year, people keep putting it off and waiting to the last minute and think you're going to be superwoman and be like, getting them all in. I try so hard, but it's so hard when they wait to the last minute. So do it now when you can just relax and, take advantage of these wonderful opportunities that's here this year for 2022. It's like, wow. So when they start the plans this year, it won't be effective until January of 2022.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So for those that are already in a plan, what's wrong with the plan that they had last year?
Well, may not nothing be wrong with it, but you may miss out on a lot of different opportunities. I highly recommend that you review every year because these insurance companies is in competition. So they're always making changes. They're always adding something different. So you just want to make sure that you do that. Another great reason why is because if your health changed from last year to this year, so you may want to consider changing plans because you may not be in the correct plan. Now, a lot of times what people don't understand that medical plans is individualized.
Okay.
So it's based off of your own medical health, So sometimes, say for instance, so if I go into a husband and wife home and I go in there, the wife may say, "Hey, Lakeisha, well, I think I like this particular plan," and then the husband, just because I put her in a particular plan don't mean I'm going to put the husband in the same identical plan.
Okay.
Because his health may be different.
Okay.
He may be seeing more specialists.
I got you.
Different things like that.
Okay, so as far as the plans go, when it comes to the plans, I think I got a PPO. What is the difference between the two? What are the different, what's available in our area? We are in Detroit, but every state is different, right?
Yes, plans are dependent upon your service area. So a plan that may be in Wayne County may not be the same identical plan in Genesee County.
Okay.
So the plans are based off of your service area. So you do want to be careful with that when you're moving, just to make sure that your plan, is in that particular service area.
Okay,
yes,
I got you. So why would I get a PPO versus a HMO?
Well, again, it's based off of your individual needs. Now, most people, they like a PPO. So the PPO, you could go see who you want to see in the network, whether the doctor is in the network or whether the doctor is outside the network. So most people like that flexibility.
Okay.
But they also typically paying for that flexibility.
I got you.
But one thing I do want to know that most people don't know, that even though you have a PPO, you still need to make sure that doctor is still within the network.
Okay.
Because most plans is you can go see who you want to see, but if you go outside the network, you typically paying more.
A
lot of people don't realize that. They don't even think about whether the doctor is still in the network or not. They just like, oh, I can go see that doctor, so I'm gonna go see him. But I highly recommend that you go and make sure that doctor is in the network. It's a possibility that you could be paying more.
Okay. So what about a person that's like, because I know my mom, she comes to Michigan and she spent time in California as well. So she's able to utilize her PPO, I want to say she has, in both states.
Okay.
So that's an advantage for a person that likes to travel, or like you said, the flexibility.
Yeah, so that's, very good. So yes, that is a concern for some people. So you want to make sure you have a plan that does have that flexibility, because make sure if you like to travel or you visiting your loved one, that they're still covered, God forbid, if they were to get sick or something major was to happen.
Okay.
Some plans is good here in Michigan. Say, for instance, they live here in Michigan, but then they go out of state. That plan ain't worth nothing. It's no good. So you do want to make sure, that all of those things are covered.
Okay, absolutely. Good point. Okay, so I know that there's like a lot of commercials going on saying AEP, sign up AEP. Can you tell me what's the difference between calling those 800 numbers versus dealing with a agent one-on-one?
Absolutely, because people call me all the time like, well, I don't know, because they keep advertising this on the TV, and at night when I wake up, I'm like, okay. So I professionally recommend that a person really utilize an individual agent, an independent agent, or possibly a career agent to have that one-on-one, because you dealing with somebody over the phone, a lot of times they're in different states. They're trying to learn all these plans throughout the United States, and they really don't know your particular plan in your area.
I got you.
As well as one who stays within your community or within your service area. And then also you get that personal care. So what if you get signed up through a call center? They're typically have you on the line where they really goal is to get you on and get you off. So I'm not saying that they're not going to try to give you the best care, but they may not check all of your medications. They might just take a certain, because their goal is to get to the next call. To the next call.
Okay.
And then what's to say if something was to happen? Like, you having issues with your prescription or something, you can always call your agent and get it done right away. It's very seldom you're going to be able to get that same person who signed you up over the customer service. You're going to get that same person that's going to be able to help you resolve your issue. So I have so many clients that come to me. I don't care. You can call me early in the morning, late at night. You have a concern, call me, and I try to resolve it as fast as I can for you. And then as an agent, sometimes you can get through a lot faster than an independent person who's trying to get their, needs met.
Yes.
So I really recommend that you have a personal, agent to help you.
Okay. I thought we had a caller on there, but maybe they hung up. I'm not sure. So basically what you're saying is that the difference between calling... Hello, caller?
It's like I can hear...
Hi, caller. You're live on In the Know. Do you have a question?
I was wondering actually how to get on the live stream. I do apologize. I didn't know it was live.
Yes, you're on live. What city are you calling from?
City of Brownstown Township, Michigan.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Okay.
So you're live with Lakeisha Lakeisha Grant, insurance agent. Do you have a question for her?
Well, I was just going to ask a question on what made Lakeisha decide to go into business.
Very good question,
Very good
caller.
question.
I really appreciate you asking that. Actually, it started off. I am really an advocate for the children and the grandchildren. You know, as far as I began in life insurance.
Okay.
And so I was a granddaughter who didn't know anything about life insurance, and my grandmother passed away. Nobody had any life insurance, you know, on her, and it fell on me.
Oh.
And I just felt that that was so unfair
Okay.
to put that kind of responsibility on a young person, your child or your grandchild, and not have no, you know, insurance. So that was, although everything worked out for me, and I could say God is good, everything worked out. But that's not fair to put that type of responsibility on somebody. So I ended up starting my life insurance career with that. And from there, my clients kind of geared me to everything else that I do. So from life insurance, then it ended up to renter's insurance, because some of my clients were having fires, kitchen fires, different things like that, being burnt out of their homes, and you know, and I couldn't stand that. So I started working on how can I help preventing this type of life tragedy to someone else. So I went into renter's and fire insurance.
Okay.
From there, my clients like, Keisha, do you know anything about Medicare? You know, I'm like, well, I don't know that much, but I know I got some professional friends that can help you. And so they kept coming back to me and said, well, Keisha, they said they weren't able to help me because I wasn't on Medicare and Medicaid. So, you know, I didn't think of much of it. I'm like, really? Then that happened a couple more times where they said that they wasn't able to be helped because they wasn't on Medicare and Medicaid.
Now explain the Medicare and Medicaid part.
So I'm like, okay, most of my clients, everybody is not on Medicare and Medicaid. So Medicaid is somewhat it's based off of your income, low income, you know. And so,
Medicaid.
Yes, the Medicaid portion. So I start researching it and looking into it. And I think I'm a smart cookie, but Medicare is very, very complex. And I know if it took me a minute to get to understand it, Part A, Part B, Part C, you know, and prescription drug plan, you know, I knew that the seniors had to have an issue with that. So I said, that's another area where I can be able to help.
Exactly.
You know, to help the people. I'm really into helping the children. I'm an advocate for the children, making sure they have insurance at a young age. And then the seniors, oh my God, they are my babies. And I just feel so blessed to the people that I meet in the community. I hope I answered your question, caller.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much. That was so inspirational.
Thanks for calling in.
Yes. Are you on Medicare or Medicaid? Or do you have Medicare, caller?
Yes, I do. I have Medicare.
Okay. Would it be asking too much of you know, who you might have? Who you may have?
For Medicare?
Yes, for Medicare.
I want to say Humana.
Okay.
Okay, Humana is
So,
good.
Lakeisha, where can a caller or a person that has concerns, where can they reach you at?
Oh, they can reach me at area code 313-204-2488. Again, 313-204-2488.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks for calling in.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wonderful day.
You too.
Thank you. So, Lakeisha, you mentioned Part A, Part B. What's Part A? What's Part B?
Okay.
Who gets Part A? Who gets Part B?
Okay, those are very good questions,
Okay.
Miss Cassie.
All right now. Wow.
Very good question, and a lot of people ask that question. So, Part A is when a person has worked pretty much all their life. They gain a certain amount of hours that they work throughout their life. That typically is no cost to the, to the person because they paid into it. So
now, what does that include? Part A.
Okay, Part A
doctor, hospital.
Yeah, that deals with the hospitalization.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, that deals with hospital. Part B deal with the medical. So how?
Like the doctor's office.
Yes. So,
okay.
So people get confused. Like, I don't know. Part A, does that cover medical or hospital? Part B, I can't remember which one. So how I remembered it, I hope this helps someone. So Part A deals with hospital, right?
Okay.
And then Part B deals with medical. So H comes before M. So that's how I remember. Part A is hospital. Part B is medical.
Oh,
so
I got you.
So that was the way how I could remember. Part A is hospital. Part B is medical because alphabetically the H comes before.
Okay, got
M.
you. Got you. That's a good way to remember it.
Yeah.
So with Part A, with the hospital, is that something that just comes when you get 65, or you get Part A, Part B once you turn 65? Or
okay. Part A is typically, like I said, it's automatically for most people. They don't have to pay for that. Part B, you do have to pay for Part B if you would like Part B. I think right now it's somewhere around $148 or something like that. That they have to pay for that.
Yes.
So in order to get a plan, which is by the individual insurance companies, you have to have Part A and you have to have Part B.
Okay.
Now, one thing, if I may say, and I don't know, it just hurts me so much when I see a person that only have the Medicare card, which is the red, white, and blue card. I wish I had it with me so I could just show it to you. I just want to let everyone know, do not just only have the red, white, and blue card. Because if you have only the red, white, and blue card, it doesn't cover much.
Okay.
So if you want dental, you have to pay for that. If you want vision, you have to pay extra for that. If you want a prescription drug plan, you have to pay extra for that.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can figure out what you're saying. So, if a person just has, okay, so I just turned 65. They gave me this red, white, and blue card. I have Part A and Part B?
And Part B,
okay, yes. I have Part A and Part B. So, I just have the red, white, and blue card. So, it's not going to cover all of my needs with...
Absolutely, it's not. And the part that is my main concern is that you're responsible for 20% of the bill. So Medicare would take care of 80% of the bill.
Oh, wow.
But you're responsible for 20% of the bill. But guess what? There's no cap. So the higher the bill, the higher you're going to have to pay.
Wow.
So if your bill is $10,000, you're paying 20% of the $10,000. If your bill becomes $50,000, you're responsible for 20% of that $50,000.
Wow.
If your bill is $100,000, you're responsible for 20% of that $100,000. So I'm pretty sure you all got that, right? So you want to protect your income.
Okay.
So I'm so much into finance and trying to save money. I'm always trying to save my people some money some kind of way.
Absolutely.
So you want to always have a plan. It's always better to pay co-pays opposed to paying that 20%. There's no surprises. Okay, I see a specialist. It's $40 to see a specialist.
Exactly.
It's like $40 or $50. That's really normal across the board in the industry to pay $40 or $50 to see a specialist. Would you prefer to pay $40 or $50 for see a specialist? Or 20%. You prefer 20%? That could be $500, $200,
absolutely,
$100. Hey. Pay that copay, insurance company pays the rest.
Okay, gotcha.
I just really can't not express the importance of not having the red, white, and blue card all by yourself. Always have a plan to go with your red, white, and blue card. If you ain't learned nothing else today, Lakeisha LeGrand, the insurance lady, said I should not have this red, white, and blue card all by itself. I need a plan to go with it.
We're going to talk about that plan in 1 second. I'm going to take a station ID and I'm going to give them the number so they can reach out. So you are watching In the Know live streaming on Facebook Live. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV. If you have questions for Lakeisha, you can reach us or her at 313-355-6018. So, Lakeisha, you talking about the plan, okay?
Okay.
So, if you have the red, white, and blue, you were speaking of the 20% versus paying co-pays. How are you going to, how does a person, how does a person figure out that plan? How does a person not have to pay the 20%? What is the next step that a person should be taking to avoid paying the 20%?
The next step, what I recommend is,
because you said part A, part B.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next step, and so a person doesn't have to pay that 20%?
Well, the next step is, my recommendation is to get you an agent, to find you an agent that can actually sit down with you, personalize with you, and really truly find out your needs. And yeah, it's other ways that you can look for a plan. Some people will go online and try to figure it out themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing most people don't realize is that each company typically has more than one plan.
Okay.
So, and it's very hard to read. You can miss some things if you're trying to do it yourself. So you can go online and do it, or you can call into the call center. But I highly recommend that you have an agent that can sit down with you to discuss and go over those plans. One of the things that's very important is being and the annual enrollment period is, these are things that you should have together when you're looking for your plan. You need to have all of your doctors that you see. Have a list of all your doctors that you can share with your agent, because that is very, very important when you are checking out a plan. You want to make sure that all your doctors is in that particular plan. Another thing you want to do is write down all of your medications. Try not to miss a medication, because you can have a good plan, and if you just miss one medication that's not in your plan, that can cost you a lot of money. So
wow.
let's say, for instance, that one medication that's not in that plan could cost you $400, $300, $200 for that one medication that's not in your plan.
So I think you're talking about the tiers. I've heard of the tiers before.
Yes, so that's your medication. They do come in different tiers. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, etc.
Okay.
The higher the tier, the more expensive your medication can be.
Wow.
So that was just an example to make sure that you have all your medications listed, and make sure that whoever you sitting down with or whoever is on that call center, that they checking all of your medications. I don't care. I'm not a lazy agent, so I'm going to check them all. So everybody not like me, so it's up to you, callers, the people, to let them know, hey, I want you to check all my medications. Make sure they check all your medications. Make sure all your doctors
absolutely
is in that plan.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Okay.
Because some agents are lazy,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I care about my people, so I want y'all to be okay.
I know that's right. So you mentioned part A, B. Are there other parts? I noticed. I think I heard about an H and a C and a G.
I know, girl. It's so complex.
Yes.
Like,
It's
I'm like, they need me. I said,
exactly.
They need me, because this is something. I said, they need me, honey, because this is like crazy. Ain't no way they can understand.
There's
all
no
this.
way you can understand
it. It takes some time, and it takes some studying. It takes to learn all the aspects of it. So I don't want to go. Let's go a little bit. So we did A, we did B. I guess let's talk about C.
Okay, let's talk about C now.
So, everybody's, because one day you're going to reach the age 65, and you're going to need to know this information. So this is some good information to know, and to help your parents, because they don't know. Like, these are serious conversations that you should have, with your parents.
Absolutely.
So I thank God that I know, how to do.
How to navigate
Medicare,
through
and I can help
Absolutely.
my mom or help my grandmother or help anyone, because it's very important. And one thing I do like to do, even when it's with life insurance, your medical, I always like to have a family member around.
Absolutely.
To know what's going on. people, please, I know we prideful a lot of times. Seniors are prideful. They don't want people all in their business, but you should always let somebody know a little something about, what's going on, what you're doing, where your life insurance policy is located, where is it at, Also, you need to have those conversations, and at least they should know something about your plan so they can really, help you.
Yeah.
In a time that you may be, really sick, so they can advocate, for you.
Let's talk a little bit about life insurance then. So with life insurance, that's based on your health. That's based on
your
age, your criminal history,
all of that
driving record. What is it based on? Tell us what it's based on.
A lot of people, they be like, what my driving record got to do with it? I'm saying, okay, I'm just going to keep it real. That's all I know how to do is keep it real. These insurance companies is in it to make money. So if you consider high risk, you consider high risk.
Yep.
And so they're kind of going to protect themselves. So there are a lot of companies out there that, don't care about your driver records. But it's a lot of companies that do care about your
So when they
record.
Don't care, what is that product called? Like a...
Well, each company is different. Some companies have easy underwriting.
Like guarantee issue or...
Well, the guarantee issue, that's where no medical questions or anything is asked. And you can get them, you can get through with those. Typically those, there are a waiting period.
More expensive?
They're more expensive. But something is better than nothing. So it's more expensive, but there's no medical question asked. So that's for somebody who might have diabetes or... serious health issues. Typically, they would get denied from somewhere else. There's some companies, they won't deny you, but they will, have a waiting period. And so, there's no money lost, typically, no money lost. So, God forbid, some of them is a 2-year waiting period.
I was going to ask, so if I get a policy today, I'm approved for a policy today, so if I get sick next week, and so happen I pass a year later, will my benefits or my beneficiary receive those benefits?
Well, it all depends on what type of plan you have. So if you have immediate coverage, yes, you'll be covered right away. If you have like a 1-year, a 2-year or 3-year waiting period, no. What will happen is, depending on the circumstances, but I'm just going by this one, typically, no. So what will happen is all the money that you put into that plan, if something was to happen before your 3-year or your 2-year waiting period was up, you would get all the money back that you spent into the plan. You get all that money back plus 10% and maybe 20% the next year. Each company, is different. But there is no money lost. But the thing is, you come better off doing that, because if you look at the bank's interest, have you looked at that? Like the last time I looked at it, it's been a minute because I was like so frustrated. It was like 0.00. I'm like, that ain't even 1%. What the heck? Okay? Where you gonna put your money nowadays? I'm like, okay.
Yep.
So I don't want to go into that, but I love finance. There really is not a lot of financial vehicles.
Speaking of financing, Lakeisha also does Madam Finance. Right. Lakeisha is Madam Finance, and tell us how we can get more information on Madam Finance.
Well, you had to bring that up.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
Right now, I'm in the process of branding Madam Finance, because I help a lot of people with their finances. I help a lot of people start their businesses who don't know how to start their business. So I do that a lot for free, And so my accountant used to get on me like, why is you doing all this for free? You need to be getting paid. So I'm like, well, I really don't, want to get paid. So she done said it throughout the years. So now I'm just going to take it to another level. And I'm in the process of branding myself with Madam Finance to really be able to make a difference, to help people to become financially, independent.
Okay. Now, I want to come back to the finance part, but I want to discuss the, mention fire insurance. Okay, so you are licensed in the state of Michigan, correct?
Yes.
For
I used to be a one-stop shop, okay? Because I be trying to help everybody. But now I only do life insurance. I really love the babies, so I have these amazing plans for babies, pay for 20 years and be done with it. And they have life insurance for the rest of their life, and it still builds cash value and different things like that. You know, I used to work at Chase Bank, you know, and I mean that was one of the best experiences. Their training is outstanding, so I learned a lot. I had my Series 6, my Series 63, and different things.
And those
like
are.
Yes, so securities license.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I worked hard for them. But yeah, those are your, security. And so I did learn a lot. And so what I did see was different in the black community opposed as the white community, that they do life insurance totally different than blacks do their life insurance.
What was the difference?
They know about those $1 million policies and how to set them up and different things like that.
Yeah.
I used to see them take the cash value out of their policy and purchase houses and different things like that and pay the policy back. You know, I was like, wow, they do it a lot totally different. They don't just use it for
a death
benefit.
Yes.
Yeah. So I learned a lot. And now they have this what is it called? Infinite banking. So that's a new, well, it's not really a new thing, but it's very
what
interesting
is infinite banking?
how they deal. It has something to do with your life insurance policy, but that's a whole nother, deep type of conversation. Maybe you would have me back on that one.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna have you back, boo. I'm gonna have you back.
You got me all over the place, girl.
I'm gonna have you back for sure.
But I'm sorry, but I just want to call you out, though. I just got to call you out, Miss Cassie.
You gonna call me out?
I'm going to call you out because, you know what? When I met you at Oak Street. You was working at Oak Street Health, and you was like the number one. And we worked very, very well together.
Very well.
But I just have to say that we need more people like myself, who really care about the people. You really care about the people. But, what y'all all don't know, while she asking me all these questions, that she does insurance as well. And she is amazing. So I can't just take this opportunity and not share that what I love about you, because I've seen you in action. But I didn't know at the time that when you was at Oak Street now, the way you would talk to the people, help the people, buy them things, to make sure they was okay, and how you dealt with them. So, you are really amazing and dynamic, and I feel blessed to know you and be around so many other agents that really truly care about the people. Because there's so many agents that's out there that's just all about the money.
Yes.
And I'm so glad I'm surrounded by wonderful professional women like yourself that really truly care about the community.
Thank you.
And recently, I love how you go out with the food drive and different things. I want to ask you. I was shocked when you told me you did life insurance.
Me.
What made you get into insurance?
You know what, boo? That's a great question. I'm going to tell you what made me get into life insurance. That's a great question. What made me get into life insurance?
I was shocked. I was like, what?
Yes.
But I knew you was good. You good.
Thank you. I've had my life insurance license for probably 15 years. But what made me get into life, health, and all that good stuff, insurance, was because my husband at the time, he had an injury. He he became a quadriplegic because of his injury. Yes. And they were throwing all these numbers at me. We were business owners, and we were paying for our own health insurance. So the health insurance that we had, it had like $2 million cap on it. So I'm also an EMT. So if you have an injury like that, that's a serious, major injury, okay?
Yes.
So after maybe less than the first year, we were almost at the $2 million mark. So I was like, how does this work? I need to understand this better. So I took a class, I got licensed, and I've just been licensed ever since. So my situation led me to want to understand how life insurance and how health insurance work, because I was like, how is this possible that, this person is sick or this person is injured. Now you're just going to cut them off after that $2 million limit?
Yes.
But with the Affordable Care Act, it changed those laws.
Yes.
There's no longer caps on stuff. There's no longer what do you call it? Like if you're already sick, you
might have some causes because people get upset about the Affordable Care Act. But you know what? But they only the only people that truly appreciate the Affordable Care Act are those people that are sick and ill.
Absolutely.
If you're not sick and ill, then you can't really understand
it.
But if you have all of these medical
pre-existing conditions,
those people appreciate. Can't nobody tell you no. You can get served. Like, I would hate to get real sick and you won't help me because unfortunately I don't have no money. I could have lost my job. Anything. I could have, got divorced and my husband left me. And
exactly.
I'm on my building and you're not going to help me because
absolutely.
I don't have no money.
Yep.
So, people get upset about that. But go ahead, girl. I didn't mean
girl, I appreciate you.
But the Affordable Care Act, it really helped a lot of people. And I was really glad to be on the front line helping people get the place. Like, you're not going to be able to please everybody in the world with nothing, But that really has helped a whole lot of people.
And I know that last year, Medicare Part C, the Medicare Advantage plans, that was the first year that people with end-stage renal disease could actually have a Medicare Advantage plan.
Yes.
So basically, if you were on dialysis, you could not benefit on any of the things that Lakeisha's talking about today. You couldn't get a plan where you had to pay the co-pays. You were responsible for the 20% if you had end-stage renal disease. So last year they allowed people that had end-stage renal disease to get into a Medicare Advantage plan, which was totally wonderful.
Yes.
Because it's a lot of people out here with end-stage renal disease.
Yes, it is. And medical can bankrupt you.
Absolutely.
It can bankrupt you. I used to do help people. I used to be a case manager for people who've been in serious, catastrophic car accidents. Changed their whole life. Do you know the medical that they have to go through?
I experienced that with my husband. After he became a quadriplegic, we had just had a house built. We had to get a chairlift in the house. That was like $20,000 that the insurance company did not pay for.
Wow.
We had to get a special van to transport him that the insurance company did not pay for. So absolutely, medical care and costs will definitely bankrupt you. It is the number one reason why people file for bankruptcy. Healthcare, medical. That's why people file for bankruptcy, because the insurance companies are not responsible, or the insurance companies are not the way it's set up. It's just kind of jacked up the way it's set up.
So you do have to make sure that you're in the right plan. Like, I don't play with nobody's
all
medical.
Types of plans. Absolutely.
You do not play with nobody's medical. And I get upset when an agent will come around and take a person out of a really good plan to put them in a plan to fit their needs. I get really upset with that.
Okay, so with the Medicare game, okay, and I call it a game because it seems like a game, okay. I've noticed people, they switch, okay.
That's a lot of people that's on Medicare, Medicaid,
absolutely.
That they used to be able to switch every month. So they would switch because you giving them an extra $10. Is it a caller coming in?
No, it will come on there.
Okay. So every for extra $10 or $15, they want to switch their plan. Come on, you gotta look at everything before you start switching plan for an extra $15.
What would you tell
over the counter benefit?
Absolutely. What would you tell the audience about the plan switching, and as far as that agent relationship goes? You know what I'm saying? The importance of just establishing a relationship with your agent. Talking to your agent before you just just go off and switch. Because like you said, it might be a $10 difference.
Do you know how many times?
But your doctor might not be in the network.
The doctor might not. Do you know how many times? That's why it's very important that you let your client know everything it is about their plan. So can't nobody just come around and switch them. Do you know how many times people, I didn't know I was switched, or they switched me, or they switch, and they come right back to me. So I had to go out because, why did you let them switch? Because tell these people, I already got an agent. Talk to my agent. I said, if anybody call you saying that they want to switch you, say, I already got an agent, talk to my agent. Because you don't want to keep being switched and then be switching to the wrong plan that will not be good for you.
I've heard where the state, they just come in, they just switch you. What is that all about?
Ooh, girl, I don't know what that is all about. It gets on my nerves.
So the state, if you have Medicare, Medicaid,
yes,
sometimes the state will just actually come in, go in your file, and they'll just switch you out, or?
Well, they say that it's random. You know, I don't believe it's random, but they say that it's random, that they select. So what they do is they say they send out a letter, which I've seen the letter. They send out a letter.
Okay.
Let's say you on Medicaid, they send you out a letter saying, Cassie, this letter is coming out to you. You're going to be switched to blah, blah, blah plan.
Uh-huh.
So if you don't respond to this letter by a certain date, you're going to be switched to this plan.
Have you found that a lot of seniors are not reading the information from the insurance company?
Absolutely, because they looking at, I already got insurance, I'm good. They're not looking at it, they're not reading it. And so then they go to the doctor, and then they find out they no longer have that plan.
Yeah.
Without their knowledge. Like, it shouldn't be done that way. It should be something to be done with that. Because I would be upset that I actually go to the doctor thinking I'm about to, be seen, and then they tell me, oh, you no longer in the plan. I didn't switch them. How did I get switched? Did they switch you because you didn't respond to the letter? So, no, it's not. I don't think it's right because, for one, they're seniors. For two, they don't be reading it. They look like junk mail, so they don't read it. And so then we have to go back to switch them back to the plan, and you have to call them and let them know, hey, I don't want you switching my plan. I want to be the one in control and switch my plan when I get ready to switch my plan.
And you know
so there's things you can do to prevent that. Yeah.
But I've also found in the community that them sending out letters, there's also a lot of issues with literacy. A lot of people, I've had to actually go to people's homes and actually read information to them. So in the community that we are in, it's a lot of people that are unable to read the information that is given to them. So
that's good.
That's our job to actually go out and advocate for these people and read this information to them. So when the state sends them information, when the insurance company sends them information, that's another key point of having an agent, having someone to advocate for you. Because once you get hooked up with an agent versus a call center person, your agent is local. Your agent can come out to your house. Your agent can read this information to you, give you a better understanding of,
And that's true. That's true too. That was a very good point because a lot of them
see it every day.
They see it every day. They don't read. Some of them are ashamed.
Yep.
That they can't read. They need help. So it's not right that they just switch your plan. I mean, what's the purpose? We just had annual enrollment period. They just signed up into a plan that they want. So why would you just switch them? They didn't call you to ask you to switch them. So, why did you switch them?
I found that a lot of times once they're switching to a different plan, those plans are usually on the lower end of what they had. So the state is going to have to pay less for the plan that they switched them into. So if they don't answer these letters or respond or whatever, then actually the state is getting a discount on paying for these people health care. That's the way I see it.
Wow.
That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it. So I'm going to do a station ID, and we're going to come back with Miss Lakeisha LeGrand. You are watching In the Know live streaming on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, and subscribe, comment. as well. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV. If you want to call us, you can call us at 313-355-6018. Again, we are here with Miss Lakeisha LeGrand, the queen of insurance, okay? Lakeisha also has other endeavors going on that I want to tell you guys about. Lakeisha is the owner of a very awesome company called Natural Living by Design. She is here today with some of her products, and I want Lakeisha to just tell us about, that aspect of her life.
Okay. Well, actually, I'm a certified female family-owned business, so I'm not the sole owner. I have two amazing owners along with me, which is my mom, Barbara Wooder, and
hey, Miss Barbara.
Yes, and my fabulous first cousin, Alice Brown.
Miss Alice, I never met you.
Yes, and the company was started because our family. Like, who do you know? I know you know someone in your family or someone that you know that have had health challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my family has surely had their share of health challenges, from being active to healthy to bedridden to taking a whole lot of medication.
Okay.
So we know that is not the true way of living. So that's how Natural Living by Design came about, because we were able to heal members in our family by using, of course, changing your diet and using certain supplements to heal themselves. So like my cousin Alice, for instance, at one point she was so healthy and active herself,
Mm-hmm.
and then became bedridden and
Oh, wow.
couldn't drive, and different things like that. And, they wanted to do surgery, everything surgery, like all these doctors, they want
Surgery.
money,
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Prescription drugs, that's another topic. And so she was able to heal herself. She started studying, learning about how to alkaline your body, and start using these different supplements. And she used to help me along the path on different things. And so I was able to see that these things really, truly work. Like, your body is magnificently made, and it's made to be able to heal itself.
Absolutely.
If we put the right things, in our body.
Absolutely.
So we have a 25 line of liquid supplements. We have some of everything from cat's claw to ashwagandha to astragalus to moringa. You name it, a nice line, and we've been getting some good reviews on the supplements that has really helped, change people's lives. And we also, our newest product, which has been fabulously, is our 100% all natural deodorant mist spray. It's good. It's multi-purpose, so it's good for under your arms, under the girls, the
Not
breast
under the girls, baby.
under the girls, the jewel area.
Okay, not the jewels.
That area sweats as well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
As well as your feet.
Okay.
So, that distinguishes, that makes us different, because, a lot of deodorant, you definitely cannot put it in the
jewel area.
Right.
Okay.
I sweat too. I like mine to be smelling good all the time. All the time. So we have this wonderful all-natural deodorant mist spray that works very well. We've been getting amazing reviews. I didn't realize how many people wore natural deodorant. And they said they was having a hard time finding a natural deodorant that actually works.
I know my daughter is looking for one, because the other stuff breaks her out or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, and so this is all natural. It only has 2 ingredients in it.
Really?
And right now, because I didn't know we were going to talk about the deodorant, but I keep it on stack.
All right.
With me all the
I know
time.
that's right.
So I would like, if it's okay, can I spray some on your
Sure,
on your hand?
honey.
So this is my favorite, which is the tea tree and floral.
Okay.
And this is our brand, and hopefully you will see it soon in the major retail stores, because that's what we're working on.
Oh, wow.
For business to business. So any business that's out there that's looking for some natural products, you would definitely love this product.
And where can they find you at, sweetie?
You can find us at www.naturallivingbydesign. Okay, this is the tea tree.
Oh, wow. Oh, that smells good. Yes.
It smells
that
really
smells
fresh.
really yes.
Yes. So people like,
So this is going to keep you, if you perspire, it's going to keep that stank off of you.
Yeah, and it's not an antiperspirant, so it doesn't block your skin. It's very
Ooh, that
good
smells smell
And
really
it's
good,
really
y'all.
good for cancer survivors. You know, sometimes they can't use all of these different deodorants and stuff, so it's really good for cancer survivors. They're looking for something that they can use. Hey, Natural Living by Design, the Crystal Deodorant Mist is the deodorant for you.
Natural Living by Design, guys.
Now this is our other fragrance. It's called lavender
really
and
good.
jasmine. It does. People like, I don't know which one. I'm like, just go and get
Get
both
both.
of them. Just go and get both of them. Okay.
Oh wow. Ooh, this one smells really good.
My business partner, who is also
I think I would like the jasmine.
Yeah, she loves it. I think Alice, she has a hard time figuring out which one she likes, but she likes, both of them. But
those are awesome.
Yeah, it smells.
And this
really
will
good.
this will keep the perspiration down.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
It is amazing, and it's very inexpensive.
And it's light.
And it's very light, very fresh.
Yes, light and fresh.
Yes. So we're very proud of this. So, we're working on our online presence. We're working on our, in sales. Because if you want to try to get your products in the big box stores, they want to know how many have you sold.
Yes.
So we're on a mission trying to sell as many as we can so we can answer that question.
Absolutely.
When they say, how many have you sold within the last 3 months?
You can add one on there today, baby.
So we do need people's support to help, support us.
Absolutely.
One thing about how God designed that we need each other.
Yes, we do.
Being successful is not a solo act. Like, you can't do it by yourself. So we need help from the community. We need to help each other. Like, when there's a disaster that's going on, or those tsunamis and different things like that.
People come together.
People come together.
Yes, they do.
People want to help you. They come together because that's the only way. That's how he designed it. And we have to be there to help one another.
Absolutely.
So you can't do it by yourself. Being successful is definitely not a solo act. You need a team of people. And I just hope that that we have been getting a good response. I feel so blessed with all my friends and family that have been supporting us, and we're certified. So we're a certified female family-owned business. And we just going at our own pace, and we praying, because we want to do a lot of things for the community. So one of the things that's going to help us, the more we sell these products, the sooner we'll be able to help people who have COPD, asthma, bronchitis, and different things like that. Because we want to open up a beautiful Himalayan salt cave in the city of Detroit. Because we believe that our seniors and different people, our African
So tell us a little bit about this.
Deserve that. So we're going to offer salt therapy. Salt therapy is amazing. It's the new wave therapy, baby.
Okay.
And it's helping a lot of people. It's helping a lot of people who have, like I said,
health conditions,
respiratory issues, breathing issues. Now, he who breathes, lives. Like, if you can't hardly breathe, oh my God, how is that? So having salt therapy in our community would be tremendous. It's going to be beautiful with this music, different things, a place that you could just feel like you on vacation. And we're going to offer some other things too, like flotation therapy and different things like that. A real overall true natural health cleanse and relaxation to give you, what we need. So we plan on doing a Himalayan salt cave and spa called Saltscapes and Spa.
Oh, wow.
And if you want to know more about it, you can go on our website, Natural Living by Design. We're so serious, girl. The website is already up, ready to roll. We're just looking for a building.
I know that's right. And I just want to say, we are ending. We are nearing the end here, but it has been an absolute pleasure to have Miss Lakeisha LeGrand on today with all of her expertise and knowledge, as well as her natural living design products. Lakeisha, I'm going to give you the last couple minutes. You got the flow, sweetie. Tell us where we can find you. Tell us.
I just want to say thank you so much, Cassie, for having me on.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you for, getting this
You are always welcome.
out, for the Medicare, because people really do need it. It's Medicare season time. It's your medical, so you should know what's going on with your medical.
If they need Medicare, where can they find you?
I'm on as the insurance lady. The Insurance Lady on Facebook, The Insurance Lady. And also, you can reach me at 313-204-2488. Also, we would be so grateful and thankful if you can go to our website, naturallivingbydesign.com, and check out our wonderful products and our deodorant, because it would definitely help us to be able to do something for the community of people.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure having Lakeisha today. You are watching In the Know Live, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and other social media platforms. Thank you for watching us, everybody. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. You are watching In the Know on Wjzz Cool TV. You can see us next week at 6 p.m. for another exciting guest. Thank you so much. Again, it was a pleasure having Miss Lakeisha here. Lakeisha,